Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna go over how to grow on TikTok given the latest algorithm update. And for those of you that have not heard yet, I will be dropping a new video later in this week that's gonna be all about the latest algorithm update and all the changes that were made and how you can adapt your content, what you need to do, what the best practices are gonna be. So make sure you smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Also, I strongly suggest you watch this whole entire video because if you do not, that's gonna be the reason that you don't grow on TikTok now. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name's Robert Benjamin and I wanna help you grow on TikTok. That is exactly why I have the #1 YouTube channel for everything that you could ever think about on TikTok. And before I dive into this video, I did want to thank everybody that signed up for the mentorship program, my private TikTok engagement group, and my recommendations. I really appreciate you guys. It is amazing watching you guys grow, and I can't wait to help so many more of you. I've grown to over 560,000 followers on TikTok myself. I've helped thousands of other people grow their TikToks. If you don't believe me, go look up best TikTok hashtags or best time to post on TikTok or how to go viral on TikTok or even TikTok algorithm and tell me who comes up. So let's get right into it. I thought the best way to make this video would to give you guys some information on what you need to be doing with the new TikTok algorithm update in order to grow on TikTok. And then I'm gonna give you guys prime examples of people that are implementing this perfectly. Either people that have just listened to my YouTube content and taken my advice, or they signed up for the mentorship program or the accelerator program. So I'm gonna give you guys prime examples because one of the #1 questions that I get asked is, hey Rob, whose account can I look at or who can I reference to see who has a really good hook, to see who's asking for engagement in the right way, and just see who's putting out pretty good content. And before I get into this video, I did want to emphasize, guys, I have really stopped focusing on that because my goal and the reason I quit my job working for Gary Vee was not to grow my TikTok more because honestly, I'm not going to get anything out of growing my TikTok from 560,000 followers to 1 million followers. I just use my TikTok as a testing ground so I can find out what changes people need to make to content given the new algorithm, what time's the best time to post, what kind of content people should be posting, what hashtags they should be using, all these different things because like I said, I quit my job not to grow my TikTok from 500,000 followers to 1 million followers. I quit my job in order to help over 1 million people reach their dreams and their follower goals on TikTok because honestly, I think that's a lot better for everybody. It'll allow me to hit my goal and it'll allow you to hit your goal. On top of that, as you guys could see, like I put out so much content on YouTube, I'm putting out so much content everywhere. I just don't have the time to post 15, 20 times on TikTok anymore. So the first thing that I truly want to emphasize is that growing on TikTok is not about going viral on TikTok. It's about seeing consistent growth. Yes, some of the creators that I'm going to mention in a little bit, they did have 1 or 2 posts that went viral, but that was not the sole reason for their growth. They would have grown anyway because they are growing 500, a couple hundred for the smaller creators, thousands, tens of thousands of followers every single day consistently. What you need to do is build in a system of content and asking for engagement that is going to allow you to grow systematically pretty much on autopilot. For those of you that saw my last video, you guys know that going viral is about 1% doing the right thing and 99% just getting lucky. I don't think that whether or not you're successful on TikTok should be left up to luck, which is why I want to let you guys in on the system that I've used and I've helped so many other tens of thousands of people at this point use to grow their TikToks. And I'm sure a lot of you guys realize that there is a very big difference between getting views and likes and actually getting followers. As you guys know, I audit accounts all day long, and one of the most disheartening things that I see is when somebody has 1 million likes, but they only have 10,000 followers. That means that only 1% of people that took the time to like their video actually went and dropped them a follow. The reason being is that they're not incentivizing anybody to follow them. You should aim for at least a 10% conversion rate. That means that your followers divided by your likes should be about 10% or higher. Best case scenario, it should be between 20 to 25%. That is what you need to be striving for, and that is the goal that you need to reach if you really want to grow a following on TikTok. And if you're not already at that goal, or you're just not growing fast enough, then you need to make sure that you listen very closely to everything that I'm about to say. That being said, here are the keys to growing with the new TikTok algorithm update. First, you need to be posting videos that are 13 to 17 seconds long. I don't care what anybody else tells you. No, you should not be posting videos that are 6 seconds long. I don't know who came up with that rumor. I don't know who's putting out content saying that, but they are totally wrong. Your post should still be 13 to 17 seconds long. That being said, it is going to take a longer period of time for you to hit your max amount of views, and you do need a little bit different amount of engagement. But like I said, I'm going to save that for my TikTok algorithm update video. That doesn't really matter when it comes to growing right now. When it comes to growing right now, the main thing that you need to take away is first, your videos need to be 13 to 17 seconds long. You need to be using 3 to 4 hashtags, 1 to 2 niche hashtags, 1 to 2 trending hashtags. I don't care if the trending hashtags have nothing to do with what you're posting, you need to be using them. And I don't care what your favorite creator is doing. If your favorite creator is not using hashtags, and I'm yelling at them all day long, I am having, honestly, it is amazing who's reaching out to me and asking me for advice, and I'm yelling at them. One of the #1 things I'm saying to any creator over 4 million followers is, why are you not using hashtags? If you're not using hashtags, that means that you're not ranking in the hashtags, and everybody knows that that is where you find the trends. If you want to find something that's trending in a niche or just trending on TikTok in general, you go to the hashtags to see what other creators are making. So if these big creators are not just putting hashtags in their video and they're gonna rank high automatically if they do this, well then guess what? They're missing out on a huge opportunity to have a ton more people discover them, but that means that there's a huge opportunity for you small creators to start to implement these tactics, because this is something they're totally leaving on the table, and this is a prime example of something that you could do that's gonna make a huge difference in your account. What if you could get thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even a million views just from ranking for a trending hashtag? Now for the two most important things when it comes to growing on TikTok. First, you need to be incentivizing engagement. I cannot emphasize this enough. If I look at one more person's account and they're not incentivizing engagement, and by engagement, I'm not talking about getting somebody to double tap or getting somebody to comment. That was stuff that I was pushing in the beginning when I was first getting on this train of emphasizing engagement. You need to get people to click the plus sign. This is what you need to do. You need to make really quality content. You need to ask for engagement at the end, and you need to push out as much content as possible. I don't care if you don't have time. You have time to repost content. You have time to come up with a template for your content and to post that. I know I said in the beginning, and it might sound like I'm contradicting myself, that I don't have time to do this, but it is not a focus of mine. If you're watching this video and you're still watching this video, I guarantee that at the top of your list of priorities is probably growing a following on TikTok or changing your life on TikTok the same way that I was able to change my life. And if you cannot post enough, well then guess what? You're not gonna reach your goal. And again, I don't wanna hear that Lil Huddy or Charlie or whoever, they post once or they post twice or they only post once a day. Guess what? They're already famous. They don't need to be posting. Again, they're probably incredibly busy. I'm not saying that you guys aren't busy. I know you guys have jobs, you guys have schoolwork, you have things that you need to take care of. Some of you guys might have kids, some of you guys might have other responsibilities. You gotta go to practice, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But if you wanna change your life and you wanna grow a following on TikTok, and trust me, this opportunity is not gonna last forever, then you bet your you're gonna have to find time to post at least 3 to 4 times a day in the beginning. And then once you find something that works, you need to up that to 10 to 12 times at least. Once you find something that works, you need to push on that. Imagine you had a really fast car, right? You got in a Ferrari and you had no gas left. You had to get to your destination. Would you just stroll there and say, oh, I'm gonna post 1 to 2 times a day? No, you would get on the gas and you would be posting 30 to 40 times every single day. That being said, first you have to figure out what's gonna work. You have to learn how to hook somebody in. You have to learn how to incentivize engagement. You have to get all those other things right that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. But really the two most important things when it comes to growing on TikTok is first getting your conversion rate right, which your conversion rate will get right once you start to incentivize engagement. And then it's posting as much as possible. For those of you that are in my mentorship program, my accelerator program, I'm going to be sending you guys updates. I'm putting this video out tomorrow, so the updates will be sent today. But for a lot of you guys, I'm gonna be sending you information. I'm gonna say, hey, your conversion rate on your account is this. The reason that it's not higher is because you're doing these things wrong. If it is high, you need to post way more content. That's why you're not growing as fast as you want to. And the other reason that you need to push out so much content is because you never know what piece of content is gonna connect with somebody. But you do know that if you can connect with people and get them to incentivize engagement, well then guess what? Then they're gonna follow you. I know you guys love him, so I'll use him as an example. This is why Gary Vee puts out so much content across so many different platforms. He puts out stuff about the Jets. He puts out stuff for interns. He puts out stuff for executives. He puts out stuff for music producers. He puts out all of this content because he doesn't know what's gonna relate to you. He just knows that he needs to talk in so many different ways to be able to relate to people. Imagine he only put out 1 piece of content a day. Well then guess what? You guys probably would not have any idea who he is because his content may have not related to you. He might have posted a video about high school. Well, you're in college or you're not in high school. Well then guess what? You wouldn't have related to that video. You would not have related to what he was saying. You wouldn't care what he has to say. It's the same exact thing on TikTok. That's why you guys need to put out so much different content. I'm not saying that every piece of content needs to be in a different niche. It just needs to be a little bit different. This video and the video that I created the other day are not going to be that much different from each other. They're gonna have different examples, but more or less, it's gonna be a lot of the same principles. I'm gonna emphasize different things because of course I'm getting new information as these videos come out. But at the end of the day, I may have said something in this video or in the other video that connected with you way more. And that was the thing that made the spark go off in your head and said, oh, that's why I need to do that. Maybe that helped you subscribe to my channel. This is the same thing that you guys need to be thinking about when you're putting out your TikTok content. The more messages you put out, the higher the likelihood that you have to strike a chord with somebody and then get them to follow. The examples that I'm about to tell you guys have done a very, very good job at 1, incentivizing engagement, and 2, producing a massive amount of content, and that is why they were successful. So now let's get into some of the people that I've helped grow. So the first person that I've helped grow via this method has been Dosage Joseph. Yes, that probably comes as a surprise to a lot of you guys, but yes, here's a screenshot when he was at 11,000 followers. Here's a screenshot when he was over 500,000 and he wanted to collab with me. Obviously, since then, we have digressed from each other. He just, I don't know, he wants to bash me, whatever the case is. That's the real thing. I helped him grow. The reason that he grew so fast, and this is gonna be nothing but compliments, the reason that he grew so fast is because one, he incentivized engagement, and two, he posted like crazy. He posts 30 to 40 times almost every single day. That is the key to his growth. That is it. He's incentivizing engagement. He's posting a ton. He figured that out. I helped him figure that out in the beginning, and he ran with that. And I'm really glad that he found my content because obviously it has helped change his life, and I could be nothing but happy for him that he has been able to take advantage of that. But if I did have a word of advice for him, he should probably slow down on the volume a little bit, not care so much about his TikTok followers because that's really not helping him at this point, and try to provide his audience with a lot more value. Next up is Alyssa Phenix. I'm gonna put her handle here. I really suggest that you guys go follow her. She has done a really good job at changing up her content. For a lot of you guys are putting out content that is just not succeeding, and she did that in the beginning. She has since changed it up. She really started to show off how good she is at making makeup, which you guys really need to see. You guys need to go check that out. But anyway, she has done a really good job at changing up her content. For a lot of you guys right now, you're not getting a lot of views. You might be getting no views at all. That is a signal that you need to change up your content. You need to try something new. You need to focus on whatever is trending within your niche. That is exactly what she's done. She's gone into the hashtags that are trending within her niche. She started to copy those posts, and now she's starting to see a lot of growth. That is what you guys need to do. One other thing I wanted to mention is she is actually really good at makeup, and I know this is gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, and I'm not saying that you cannot blow up as a dance creator, but a lot of you guys want to just dance on TikTok like the famous people. You don't realize that they only get likes and views on that because one, they're really a professional dancer, or two, they're famous. If you're just a normal person and nobody knows who you are and you're not really good at dance or dancing in a unique situation and putting a unique twist on it, then I'm sorry, you're just probably not gonna grow. You need to come up with something unique. Like I said, that's not discouraging. I'm not telling you guys, that you're never gonna grow. I'm just telling you the cold hard truth that you need to add something different. You need to add a really good hook. You need to incentivize engagement. You need to dance in weird situations. It's gotta be something different about your content. Next is Joel Magician. Joel came to me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know him as Joel M, Joel Magician. Joel Magician came to me with 800,000 followers. Here's a screenshot right here. Right now, he's at 2.9 million followers. The thing that he has done absolutely amazing, and you guys are gonna start to see a common theme here about the most successful people that have followed me or signed up for the mentorship program. They're figuring out the conversion, and then boom, they're posting as much as possible. Joel has done an absolutely amazing job at this. Joel, you're amazing, man. You're amazing. You really just are. Thank you so much for taking my advice. Thank you so much for everything. And it's a prime example of somebody that came to me with more followers than I have, trusted the advice, and it allowed him to blow up. I could not have produced as much content as Joel because obviously I'm trying to help you guys grow, not grow my own account, but he has done an amazing job at that, and he grew 2.1 million followers in I don't even know how long, like 30 days, 60 days. He's done an absolutely amazing job. If you guys want to make magic content or you guys really want to learn how to story tell through your video, you need to go check him out. He's also about to crush it on YouTube. I'm calling it right now. Joel is going to become one of the biggest magicians on YouTube. He is going to absolutely crush it. You guys need to go check him out and subscribe to his channel. And just so you guys know, because I've given you some examples now of some real heavy hitters. Yes, when I was growing like crazy on TikTok, I was posting 15 plus times every single day. I started kind of the same way as the advice that I'm giving you guys, but I didn't have the conversion rate thing figured out until very recently, which I'm now applying to other people's accounts, and it's making them skyrocket their growth. If I knew this thing way in the beginning, I would have had a much higher conversion rate on my account than the 14% that I have right now. That being said, I think you guys can have way higher by figuring out the conversion rate, getting it as high as you can, 20, 25%, and then posting as much content as you can. Another creator I want you guys to check out is _ you made that up. I'm gonna put his link right here. You guys need to go check him out. He is doing an amazing job at doing two things. First, realizing that TikTok is a huge opportunity and that he really needs to focus on that and work hard. He's an educator. He's out there educating the youth and doing a great job of trying to grow on TikTok because he realizes that doing that will make him more relatable. He also realizes that it's something new. It's something, the times are changing, the trends are changing. He's got to stay up to date on that. He's doing an absolutely amazing job at that. He's growing really fast too. You guys need to go check him out and drop him a follow. And the one thing I want to emphasize here is that he is putting in the work, and he wanted me to emphasize to all you guys too that you need to actually put in the work. You cannot just consume this content the same way that you can't just show up to school and expect to have straight A's. You need to consume it. You need to put in the work, the time, and boom, at the end of the day, you're going to be incredibly successful. Now, I know a lot of the people that I just chatted about, they were really just about figuring out the conversion rate and then pushing out as much content as possible. But I do want to emphasize for those of you that aren't at that point yet, that you also need to make a content series. You need to find a piece of content that really works, and then you need to continue to do that. Somebody that has done an absolutely amazing job at this is Nico. I'm gonna put his handle right here. You guys need to go follow him. You need to go check him out. He has really changed up his content by figuring out what works and then reposting it and recreating it. You guys need to do the same exact thing. You need to focus on making a content series for your content. This is kind of the same thing as the volume model, is like you need to figure out what works, what has a high conversion rate, and then boom, 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 push out as much as possible. It was a long time before he was able to figure that out, but now he's got it figured out, and now his conversion rate is skyrocketing, and so are his followers. And after experimenting several times, he has finally realized that doing posts with a green screen in the background, with him talking with really high energy, being provocative, that is what gets him the most growth on his account, and that might be what is going to get you the most growth on your account. Now, I know that was a lot of information, but I want to applaud all of you guys for watching me, because you guys have really done yourself justice, and I think that this video is definitely going to help you grow your account. If you're still unhappy with your growth, I strongly suggest that you sign up for my mentorship program or my accelerator program. Guaranteed that you grow or you get your money back, no questions asked. I'm going to link out to it in the description below. If you're not interested in that at all, I strongly suggest you check out my TikTok playlist that I've created. I'll link out to that in the description below also. It's going to go over everything: how to make money on TikTok, how to go live on TikTok, how to avoid getting banned, things that you should do, things that you shouldn't do, what hashtags use, best time to post, all of those things. And if you have not already, make sure you smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I cannot wait to see you in my next video.